Hello, Capo.
Hello, Mr. Asafor.
Morning, bro. Or a good afternoon for your place, bro.
Yeah, and a good almost midnight for here, Hong Kong time. I hope so for Ireland day will not be too late. Probably on a time now, almost same time with Boya, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I think by the day I 1 hour ahead of us now. Now past 3 now to 4.
Okay. I call you in a relationship to some audio then way you don't put them in circulation for social media. I don't know if you recognize them. Maybe I'll play one maybe you hear. Is that
No,
okay?
I recognize at the time. I see Pride King
Yeah.
send someone for me yesterday. It was on forum my day.
Yeah, the one way you talk say you give a link for Gideon. I think you wait. I might do play small.
May I also use this opportunity to say I have participated
online.
I have had a link that was given to him.
Yeah, I think you recognize the audio now.
Yeah, no, I recognize that one. Yes, I be get that link. Maybe I give them, but that link they give them from the conference hall. So I be pushed for some of the participants. They made the jam for Gideon too, because it will represent we.
So they will give that link for people they meet and participate for like audience or like invitees.
Yeah, invitees where they get groups the way then we fit make them up for the conference center.
So because I don't talk with the organizers, the person will be in charge for organizing that event. There was no link given to people unless those people were speakers. So how could you have a link being given for people who were not participating?
Yes, the link was given to people, to those who were to represent their various groups.
Chris Anu was not invited, but you said in your audio that it was links given to people who were invited. Chris Anu was not invited in Canada.
No. That should be. I never mentioned Chris Anu because I don't think he had a link.
Who is Gideon? You mentioned Gideon. Everybody considered
Gideon was representing my group.
Okay. So Gideon is representing your group. But you spoke in that audio, in one of the audio, you actually said that you were there, you were in the floor organizing things. Wait, let me.
The Swiss initiative or the Swiss whoever represented the Swiss was asking of the IGSACO that this was a golden opportunity to come and meet people and forge a way through. Why somebody, one of the lady, white woman, I think she was representing the Asian.
This particular segment, when you say that the Swiss act.
You see, I had to follow the conference in a very technical way, but I was not in the hall, but I had to follow the conference.
And you also look at what you said. You actually said that you were there. Wait, hold on.
And as he's been doing, I should go and tell.
There's
no time as we are preparing to go and finalize this session. Go and meet. Go.
You were saying that you were going to for the final session. You guys were going as though you were on the floor. That is not correct.
Just to go and follow up.
But you were not in Canada. You were not on the floor. Why were you speaking like you were on the floor?
I don't think we should go into in the nitty-gritty, but the important thing was to send a message that the Chris Anu and Sako's team was not there, and that was a gap that they created.
But you are of the IG, right?
No.
I know from people in Ireland that you are of the IG of the Splinter IG. You are a supporter of the IG messages.
That is where there's a mistake.
The messages you send in chat groups where you are always pro IG. Maybe you are not a registered member, but you are a staunch supporter of Sako.
No. Let me come in now. We had a common group in Ireland, Southern Cameroons in Ireland. We were together with the vice chair, Julius Me, in that same group. We picked up arguments, and that was when they break up and created the faction, the AGOFC faction. But all along, we've been working hard to see how we could come together. But I have not been a member of IJ. No, that is a mistake people are making now. Just a few minutes ago, I had a fight with some other person who is from the Sakus camp.
You know, this thing all started. Most of the community that was built in the diaspora were being gathered around by those SCNC members, and most often those people were gathered by the Dr. Chus who were representing the SCNC, and later on the SCYL, the Youth Link, or the Governing Council, which was created before this struggle started. Most of the Southern Cameroonian communities were all together before people were dispersed. But you also said that Dr. Cho Ayaba insulted the international representative there. That is not correct.
That is where I was not happy with that audio going out, because the audio was supposed to be edited. It was just like trying to say he spoke well. But then that was an overstatement to say he insulted, but that statement was not correct.
It was totally a misrepresentation.
Yes,
now that it is outside, would you apologize to the people who follow Dr. Cho and his organization?
Yeah, no, that would be totally correct for me to say that was a mistake. I was my language. I didn't put my language correctly to say he insulted. I say he spoke well, because if you some of the audios I heard, he spoke extremely well, and you will see that some of the diplomats, the invitees, some of them with their pen and papers taking down notes.
Yeah, we have have the images. They gave him a standing ovation after his speech. All the international media personalities stood up.
That one, that's very correct. But that one because I equally made a statement that they insulted Yamagi insulted in the sense that she spoke very hard. She was very hard on the street representatives, because she actually asked them, if you are not ready to work or to bring that report on the table, then you clear out. You walk away.
I've listened. I have
to go out.
Right now on my phone. Ma's transcript is with me. I have requested for her transcript, and I have a transcript. I did not listen to her speech, but I have the transcript of her speech, and there is nowhere she asked them to walk out. She actually said that if they have failed, they should terminate the process that they have, the initiative. She didn't ask them to walk out, because when you say walk out, people get the impression that they ask the Swiss representative to walk out of the room, which was not correct. So, nevertheless, there is also just one more thing I want to also clarify, is what you mentioned about the British representative. That the British representative said that he traveled all the way, how many hours, to that conference, and he only to come and hear our rubbish, people arguing, Southern Cameroonians are divided, and that was not his words.
I may have put it to give some importance to that we should kind of collaborate. That collaboration is very important.
Yeah, but there are many ways you can do that. If you quote a foreign dignitary, you shouldn't misrepresent what he said. You can still make your appeal to the people that is important that we unite. But misquoting a foreign dignitary in a conference does not reflect goods on your character. People would look at mistakes and say that you were deliberate to mislead the public. In any case, Mr. Asafor, I just wanted to get that clarification for the public so that people would hear. I'm glad you did acknowledge that you misrepresented and you have apologized. And that is a good spirit. And there is nothing more I can say unless you have something you want to say.
No, I equally want to say I didn't want the audios to go out. That were really kind of on edited audios that if I wanted something to go out, I would have put it in a more better way. So I was shocked even when the audios were thrown out and it went that viral.
Okay. Who did you share the audio to, if I may ask? Do you share it in public?
I share the audios there's a forum where I share the audios.
Okay, it's a public forum.
Because they were like members of Sako's team who were arguing and talking because there was kind of back and forth on this issue of why was Sako not present in that conference. That was my bone of contention. So because of that reason, I had to come out very strongly to say, but he made a mistake for not attending the conference.
Okay. That's it, Mr. Asafor. Have a good day, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Asafor, the guy from Ireland who sent out a message when the conference of the retreat in Canada was going on, stating that Dr. Chua Yaba and Ma Gladys, they insulted foreign dignitaries. That was incorrect. He said that he was in the conference. That was incorrect. He said that the British representative complained about Ambazonia disunity. That was incorrect. And it was a complete misrepresentation. Those are the type of presentation that goes viral and mislead our people and leave them with a bad taste for leaders. And that can be described perfectly as a blackmail. Once again, I will leave una with the audio them. We're gonna hear the lies and the distortion where Mr. Asafor, who resident in Ireland, he live for audio. Now a baffled boy, and either apologize, but I want una for listen again once more for the blackmail. Now this type of fake messages they go out for completely blackmail our people and leave our people confused. Una listen for the lies once again.
Akuro was online, Ayaba was online, Gideon was online. I personally walked and make sure that line, the online line, was given to Gideon, and Jennifer was online.
So we now know that that was a lie. He did not work to make sure that the line was given to Gideon. The line was given and shared by the organizer to specific speakers that were invited to talk on that retreat on a Zoom call. Nobody else was given the line to share. It wasn't a public line provided for people to listen in. No other person was given that line according to the organizer from information that they have confirmed with me. So he completely lied that he was given the Zoom link. That wouldn't be possible because the organizer did not provide that link to anybody who was not a speaker.
Ayaba virtually insulted some of the participants, like the international community. He was like, he shattered them. They were with their pens on a paper, right, jotting down stuff. You understand? And let me say this again. You see, Yamagi was so insulted. How do you call it? The Swiss representative, the lady who was representing the HD. They insulted. It was, I would say, insult because they asked the lady to walk out of the house. That she is not ready. If they're not ready to go in for to carry on to bring the Republic on the table, the lady should walk out. I don't just want to go ahead saying these things here because it was highly securized. They don't want anything to go out because if you take these things out, and the High Commissioner, the British High Commissioner, representative from Yaoundé, was very angry with us. He said it all. He said it. He said, "You guys are so disorganized, so fractionized, and so how do I put it?" He said, "I traveled 12 hours to come and listen to your nonsense. How you are so divided. That a lot of diplomats are not willing to work with us because we are so divided." He was so angry and asked that if the Swiss representative, I don't just want to be saying these things here. This is breach of contract. You know,
So we now know saying a lie. There is no breach of contract with him. He was not there. He was not provided with this information, and no British representative complained about any division or unity amongst the Ambazonians. That was all lies. Listen to this again.
Initiative or the Swiss, whoever represented the Swiss was asking of the IGSACO that this was a golden opportunity to come and meet people and forge a way through. Why?
So nobody asked for Sako there. His name was not mentioned there by any participant in their speech.
You are arguing on what? What are you arguing on? Somebody, I am inside telling you what is happening. You are arguing with me. What? What that foolish thing? You share matter. There are things in this. I've never seen things like this in my life. Never. Jesus Christ. There's no time. As we are preparing to go and do to finalize the session. Go and meet. Go. There are people in this from Yaoundé. Go meet the British High Commissioner representative, the attaché. He's a British man who used the word. I used 12 hours to get here and to listen to this trash. Yeah, how you people are divided. Do you know what you are doing to yourself?
So we now know Senna also lie. He talk idea for the go continue the session. He quote the British High Commissioner where mention any of those things, basically saying that you people are talking rubbish here. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good day. At least the next time you listen to audios, please make sure you do your own verification. Fake news, blackmails are very common happenings these days. It is also being used by La Republique. They have created actually fake Facebook page using my name, Capo Daniel DDC, and to blackmail other things that we are doing. If you see any Facebook carrying that name, Capo Daniel DDC, it is not me. Facebook do not allow me to create Facebook pages using my names, but yet they allow Cameroon propagandists to use my name to make false statements purportedly from me. God bless you.